Alright, welcome back to Real DJ Hours. I'm Ash.
I'm Foxy, as usual.
As usual, this is the finale episode of StarFox Assault. I got 2 missions to go, and they are the... I don't know, like, I'm mixed. Like, I really enjoyed the gate mission a lot.
That was sick.
It's just visually beautiful.
Like, just viscerally, like, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's
exactly
really nice to look
out
at.
of, like, a sci-fi, like, anything.
Yeah,
like,
it's super short, but...
Entire movies revolve around edging you towards the space battle at the end.
That's right.
Entire movies.
Yeah, entire movies wish they had a space battle that good.
Yes.
Even for how short that was. So, here we go. And also, we're about to see a super cool cutscene involving the gate.
Ooh, we're going through the gate.
Yeah,
right?
we're going to go through the gate, but we got to see how it operates.
Okay.
Ciphering now expanding. Main riblock disengaged. All blocks, orbits confirmed. No anomalies detected. Commencing energy exposure. Expanding gate lens.
Yeah, it's a big, like, pool. Oh, it is.
Gate creation successful.
Oh, that's what they came out of when they...
At the very beginning, yeah. It's a giant Stargate from, like, the later seasons of Stargate.
Opening fleet-wide transmission channel.
Attention, fleet of Corneria. We in command have done all we can. From here on out, we're entrusting everything to you.
Taco's just bored as shit. She's like, alright,
Do your
alright.
best, but try to come back alive.
Okay, Pop.
Link the gate. Target the Aperoid homeworld.
Okay, is everyone ready? StarFox, move out.
Here we go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
This is how you build suspense.
Yes, it
Oh
is.
my god.
Coordinates of Aperoid system confirmed and stored in memory.
This is it?
It's lovely. I wasn't expecting that.
Wait, its size and mass are disproportionate.
What? What does that mean?
Are you saying...
Yeah!
Oh.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Look there! That must be where the Aperoids came from. Maybe we could use it to make our way to the planet interior.
But after the Aperoids come out, it looks like some sort of shield goes up.
Multiple shield generators detected, displaying now.
If the past is any indication, there'll be hatchers along with those shield generators, huh?
Even if we could move forward, that's as far as we'd get. It'll be dangerous, but we've got to demolish all the generators and turn off that shield.
I'm reminded of the Halo 4 moment where it's like they come and Cortana goes into the computer system to get the map and and Chief's like, you mean the planet's hollow?
Oh, with the big like
yeah
and stuff?
yeah.
Oh,
This game was doing it before this before that.
Let's invade this enemy homeworld already.
To drop the shield, we must
Oh, the honeycombs.
Let's hit 'em before
And like on your feet.
Robot bugs will never not be cool. Oh, the hexagons.
I can take care of business.
Did you know hexagons are my favorite shade?
Why?
They're just cool. Like hexagon shields in like video games.
Yeah, this oh god.
Oh shit.
Got him. Alright.
The hexagons on your feet. Metal Gear Solid 2 does that when you're fighting the Metal Gear Rays.
Oh, it does, doesn't
When
it?
you're
Yeah.
when you're in Arsenal gear, yeah.
Not mean to huck that.
I love.
Oh,
this.
I got one though.
I love this color scheme.
Oh, this is not the only one.
Purple and red. That's my vibe right there.
Oh, okay. This one's not down here. It's up above. There's one of these areas. There is one below, but this one's just up. So the reason, if you ever see me aim, that I stop moving is because I'm operating on tank control, so I have to hold the key in order to
enable aiming. So you can't strafe and aim.
Yeah, if I were twin sticking, maybe I could, but I'm not sure if that actually works.
Yeah.
There must be barrier generators somewhere near.
It's not really necessary to like bob and weave. Like you're not gonna.
No, because again, the foot combat is not that
Like,
intense. Yeah. Again, this game is about visual spectacle. It's about looking cool, feeling cool.
Destruction of Hatcher
It's it's not supposed to be like this really difficult.
It's supposed to be like intense, but not stressful intense.
Yeah. What rocket launcher did I get?
I'm
One of
getting
those. I did.
updates on the battle progress in the different areas.
This base is
There we
so
go.
complicated.
I don't think I'm gonna say I put up a very good fight. If you fall from here, you're done for. Be careful.
Oh yeah, their dialogue's overlapping.
20% of the
Yeah.
fleet. We've no choice but to retreat. Listen up, everyone. We've got to breach this. We've got it.
I love this. The implication is that while this is going on, like that entire fleet is engaged in a space battle, and they're getting their asses whooped.
Just above us, just like the final stand.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, because like they have defenders advantage here, right?
right. God damn it! Did I forget about the turret? Yeah, I did.
All the architecture and the way that they move is completely unfamiliar.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the last part of Ender's Game when the entire like swarm was descending down on like the small fleet of guys that you have.
How do you feel about Ender's Game as a sci-fi piece?
As a sci-fi piece, because I read it way back when, and then I had some beef with the movie because.
Well, I mean, just like ignore the movie then.
Ignore the movie.
Yeah.
I think parts of the movie are really cool.
Well, the movie's just, I think, there to give visual
To give it
aid to
to
what
the-
people already know the books are like.
Yeah. Well, as an RTS player, I fucking love Ender's Game. Like,
Oh
just,
yeah, because
like-
it's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Like literally when he goes to command school and gets like the trackball where
Yeah.
you're like zooming the map around and you're like ordering like your ships. And, like,
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
point of
yeah.
it is like it's like basically a long training montage for like you commanding a fleet.
Yeah.
That part's really cool. I like the bait and switch reveal that like because he goes to like the general training school and
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and like learns to like live with other like soldiers and like learns like strategy and like is shown to be really inventive and like improvising.
But kind of a dick.
Kind of a dick, but like against all odds, like winning against.
But he's permitted to be a dick because he is.
because he's performing.
He's just a
Right.
savant. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a complete savant on the battlefield. He's winning all the exercises. Well, his seniors are like dicks to him, right?
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Like the older kids are bullying him and shit. My favorite bait and switch is the build up and the reveal that when he goes to command school, that's the actual like sortie.
Yeah,
on-
yeah.
on
Mhm.
the home
and that
world.
everything they've been doing has been actual combat.
Like live combat, but he just doesn't know because to him it was framed as like, okay,
It's training, it's virtual.
You're selected as one of the candidates for the actual invasion.
Right.
This is training. Here's like you will go to combat. Like you'll do this training thing every day. This module where you're flying, like what was it? First, you're flying a ship from point A to B. You're dealing with one target, now 2 targets, now 10 targets. Now you have to worry about fuel. Now you have to worry about leading your shots. Okay, now we'll give you more ships. Okay, now you're trying to defend this convoy, right?
Yeah.
Like there's this scaling up of difficulty that's meant to be teaching him, but at the same time, once you realize, oh, it's getting harder because we're getting closer to the home world of these bugs.
Yeah, no, like the recontextualization of it is really neat.
That was rad to me. And then especially the final like spectacle of like, you know, remember the drill maneuver
Yes.
where like he's like sacrificing like to him it's just a game.
Yep.
And for like the command, like all the people above him, they needed him to not know that he could have cost real human lives.
Because then he wouldn't have performed
He
in the
wouldn't
way.
have made
It's the
he
hard
wouldn't have won.
choices. Yeah. He wouldn't have made
And
those hard
there's
choices.
like some cruelty in that, but he like falling out from that because it fucks him up for a while. The movie, the story keeps going after that.
Oh, really?
For chapters and chapters, the story goes on after that because he like retires to like a lake for a while.
Really?
And like has talks with like I think his sister and like his mentor, if I recall. And eventually he goes to the alien homeworld and finds like the queen's egg, like the last remaining vestige.
Oh, after they like literally glass the fucking planet.
Because they glassed the planet, they like wiped out another species. Right?
Yep.
And it's like debating like were we the good guys or was it just surviving? Right?
Yeah.
So he takes it upon himself to carry that egg and help them regrow as like a new, you know, give them a second lease on life.
On life as a species, right?
That's that part after what the movie shows is why I like Ender's Game so much. And
okay.
That's partly why I was disappointed by the film adaptation because it didn't have that like falling action of like I am now responsible for what I did.
Yeah, of like taking responsibility and yeah, no, I get that.
That's
I'm
what
into that.
sets it apart from the standard like speed.
Your standard, yeah,
you know,
yeah. So with that being said, what I meant was when I asked you like what.
Oh, do you mean like the sci-fi parts of Ender?
As a piece of sci-fi,
like canon.
Yeah, as a piece of sci-fi canon, if you want to use that word.
Like alongside like Star Wars and Blade Runner's not like sci-fi.
Yeah, it is.
100%. Okay, 100%.
Blade Runner is just as important, if not
like Battlestar Galactica,
yeah.
Star Trek, and like all the known quantities of like this is what it is to be sci-fi.
Correct.
Like Isaac Asimov's Law of Robotics.
Yeah. How do you feel about Ender's Game? Like, do you feel like it fits into
that? That it holds up to that pedestal of
yeah.
being part of the core? I would say so, yes.
So I have a slight disagreement with you. Now, granted, I've only seen the movie, but that doesn't change that does not change why I have this opinion that I do.
Okay, what's your beef with Ender's Game?
That it's kids.
It's kids.
I am big.
There's certain things that you can't do because they're kids.
Yeah, okay, so I am very much one of those people, like, okay, I don't want children of my own. I don't like
you
kids.
Hate kids.
I don't really like kids.
You're not good around them. You don't want to deal with them. They're annoying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm also not going to sit there and say that kids are just dumb and stupid and that they don't, you know,
Would
they're
you
not...
say that Ender's Game is a coming-of-age story? And
oh, yeah, it absolutely is. What I have beef with is that... What I have beef with in Ender's Game is that while I will give kids credit for probably being a lot more competent than a lot of adults will give them credit for,
right?
Which is why I think you get bratty kids, is because
because your point is that's a school for gifted children.
No, that's not my point.
No, okay.
My point is again, I'll give kids the credit they're due. Right? That they are a lot more intelligent and self-aware,
like a lot more adaptable
than a lot of people give them credit for.
Right.
But they are still children, and I cannot take seriously any story that gives kids more credit than
competent adults who have dedicated their lives to being this.
Yes.
You know,
Jesus, these little ones are just get out of here.
Do you think it's abrasive to you because it's like overly optimistic?
It's not that, I don't think, that gets me. Oh my god, this little one is just messing me up.
Or just like the distance of the fact that like they're not acting their age.
Yeah,
So,
like I
so, like,
understand
why are they
savant
still
syndrome.
children?
Like I understand that that's like your justification for it, but
Right.
I don't see kids as being that. There's giving kids more credit than most adults would, and then there's giving kids more credit than you would ever give an adult. That gets me.
Like completely supersedes any possibility that like adults could.
Yeah, because the whole idea, right, in Ender's Game is that because he's a kid and he doesn't think like an adult and he doesn't have that sort of
He can
world...
see the things that they can't.
Right. But see, the problem is that... Okay, if you want to argue that Ender's Game is like a cornerstone of sci-fi, fine. But I'm not going to sit here and say that it's a good story, because the problem is that if you want to go that route of saying that... Of that's the trope, right? That he has a different perspective and that's why he can win. Right. Well, then why don't you just bring in a homeless bum off the street? Because ostensibly that works the exact same way.
They have a different perspective too. Like maybe they could lend something to the war effort.
Right, or why not bring it? Like anything, right? Why does it have to be a kid? I don't buy it.
Right.
That's not...
Would you concede that like maybe like it could have been anyone and it just happened to be a kid as a coming of age story? Or do you think...
But see, I don't think that a coming of age story has to involve a kid. Though.
Right.
I mean, Luke Skywalker is not a kid, he's in his 20s.
Right.
And that's a coming of age story, so why... Like, no, I don't buy that either.
Like, the Phantom Menace doesn't star Anakin, and then the Clone Wars he's on grown up.
It has Anakin in it because it's important to establish Anakin as a character, right?
Important to the saga.
Correct. But... Yeah, no, I don't buy it. I never have. It's never going to be something that I just don't like it. It just seems corny.
Is that why you don't like certain Gundam shows where the cast is really young? Or you can't get behind it?
Well, now that's a bit different. Because the whole point of Gundam is that they are genetically...
Like they're like super soldier serums into beings.
No. They're literally like autistic, right? That's what a new type essentially is.
Yeah, they're new types. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's literally the terminology used.
Yeah, but it is they're just... So it's sort of setting them apart as like almost a different species.
Like that has established credence for them being different than regular humans.
Yeah, because
they are not regular humans.
Right, so that doesn't bother me that much.
Right.
I mean, that bothers me in other anime, right?
Well, because it's not established properly.
In order for it to not bother me, you need a lore reason, like an in-world explanation for why a kid is able to do any of this stuff that an adult isn't.
Right, like a very distinct lore reason, and not just like, oh, kids are really smart. Oh, humans are
super adaptable and blah 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 blah. I don't buy it.
You don't buy it?
Yeah.
I can
understand. One of my favorite mech shows is Eureka 7, and that stars a kid.
It's a trap.
Right, but that's not...
But he's not, like, special because he's a kid.
No, he's special because of his father, and he's special because of his father. He's special because, he's chosen by the world, sort of. That's kind of the implication. Mm-hmm. It's not, like, he could have been 18.
Like a right place, right time thing, not because he was a kid. But because, he happens to be...
He is who he is. He just happens to be a kid.
Like, him being a kid doesn't make him better than anyone else as a pilot.
Correct. Being Renton is what makes him better than anybody else.
Right. Do you not like characters who are handed things in that way?
Elaborate.
Oh, God. Well, like what we're talking about way back when, like with like Chosen One stuff.
Okay.
Like how you
I mean, does Chosen One stuff bother me? Yeah.
Like Chosen One stuff bothers you because does it bother you because it feels cheap, or because it feels like not earned?
Chosen One stuff bothers me because a lot of times it's used as an out.
Right.
It feels like an out to actually telling a story.
So the kid explanation is also an out.
Yeah. It's narratively cheap to me.
I can get behind that.
Like, is Ender's Game an important part of sci-fi history? Absolutely.
Like, you wouldn't deny that it isn't.
No, yeah, I think that involving children and making them being children like an important component of a thing is just, it's annoying.
You also just hate children.
Honestly, my pessimism about children, I think, is why I'm able to see it that way, and a lot of people, other people aren't. Like, a lot of people don't have problems with kids, but I see them for what they actually are.
Is annoying brats who don't have enough world experience to, like...
Correct.
You know, because they don't have...
Like, and that's actually one of the reasons that I like Renton, is because he starts off as an annoying brat.
It's their homeworld.
Right, and over time he, like, gains...
He grows up. He becomes a fucking man.
Like, he travels, he gains a larger perspective of what's happening in the world.
Yeah, the world becomes bigger, you know?
Yeah. He goes through some shit.
Correct. I haven't really been commenting about this combat, but, like...
You are just blasting everything in sight.
Yeah, but they're actually kind of fucking me up a little bit.
A little bit.
They're giving me a little bit of run for my money.
Oh, you're clearing the rooms at a pretty steady pace, I would say.
Yeah, and they're really generous with the health pickups there.
Like, they kind of know, like, they don't want this to be a slog.
Yeah, just like all these games.
Yeah.
Alright, I think that's the last generator. I think we're gonna move back up. Oh no, wait.
All the power line pulsing is really cool to me.
Oh yeah, it's rad.
All the hexagon barriers, that's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, I mean it's a look. I mean,
Yeah.
what other game?
All the very vaguely buggy armor
Yeah,
pieces.
there's other games that have done that. What or other film? What?
Are you thinking of the hexagons?
Yeah, there's something. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't place it, but
Evangelion displays do that, right? Like the UI? No.
Nice
They
work.
do.
Like in the
That
base?
leaves one hatchery
Yep.
to go.
the AT field is just a big ass hexagon.
Yeah.
Got it.
We're gonna go see Crystal again.
Like some anime does it for the shield spells.
Yeah. No, there was a show
It's very
or a movie
distinct.
or something or a game, I can't remember which, where like that is like the hexagon thing is like an aesthetic.
It's like really leaned into.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Like it's a very vividly.
Crystal's running around on the ground with this thing.
He's like shooting guys with like pistols and shit.
Yeah. Which is never not gonna be funny to me.
But to get run over by.
I just shot her.
You just shot her in the face. Jesus Christ! You knocked her over.
Okay, so she actually does do stuff. I've never like kind of watched and let her kind of just...
I mean, that's cool how she's like hopping around too.
Yeah, there she is. Yep.
Let's proceed with caution.
That...
Enemy ship down.
Got it.
I know, this is actually like, I think the longest level in the game.
Hey, stop joking
You fucking
around.
bumped into her again.
Yeah, I bumped into her.
Yeah,
And,
this is an ordeal right now. This is.
yeah, we're on the last one, and then there's some stuff.
I mean, it makes sense. You're in their homeworld.
Right. Peppy even literally says that.
Oh.
When you get trapped for the first time, Peppy's like, well, it's their homeworld. Like, come
Yeah.
on. Like, yeah, obviously they're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Movement in here is pretty clunky.
But you're so used to it. And
Well, there's something going on with my control
is there like an
bindings.
input delay or something?
No, it's not an input delay. It's just the bindings are not as clean as they are. Normally.
like the dead zones and stuff. you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I understand. I had that issue.
I'm
a couple
compensating
times.
for it just fine, but it definitely is there.
Yeah.
Normally, even on gold, I wouldn't be dropping health like I am.
Unfortunately, in a lot of cases, nothing beats original hardware.
Yeah.
Like I don't, even if it runs totally smoothly, there's something about it.
Yeah.
These asteroids are serious.
When
This
I
is
was
why we get the Gatling gun. It just clears this.
just clear the
this
whole hallway.
Yeah.
When I was staffing for a Brony convention,
I
was partly in charge of like.
You staffed a Brony convention?
Yeah, I staffed a Smash local too. I'll never do that again. Never.
Yeah,
ever
I
gonna
think
do
that everybody would say that that is the bigger mistake.
Worst mistake of my life, perhaps.
Yeah.
So the game room of a brony convention, with a whole bunch of original like Atari, Sega CD, Nintendo 64.
Yeah, you
like,
had
Virtual
everything,
Boy,
right?
Like all the old retro stuff, and I mean like everything before the PlayStation 1, we probably had.
Wow.
With a bunch of different like cartridge selections to boot, because some of my friends curate their own collections of games, right?
Right.
They love this stuff. They grew up with this stuff, so they never let it go, and they know how to repair it. You know, like they're
Oh wow, really?
yeah, like they're the kinds of people who like go on forums and talk about like, hey, I need like this for my thing. You know, where can I find this part?
Yeah.
Right? Like the electronics and that kind of
They're
shit.
buying parts from Joe from eBay.
Like Joe, yeah. Or they are Joe from eBay and you just wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Right? There's something to playing original games on original hardware.
It's almost like it was built for that.
Yeah. There's some like we tossed a bunch of CRTs in the back of a van and drove for like miles from one city to another.
Just to make sure you had actual CRTs to run the stuff.
And like we took great pains the day before the convention to like hook them all up, make sure they were running. Test some cartridges, right?
Wow. Somehow missed this one.
And because it wasn't a big convention, you couldn't do this at like Anime Expo, Comic Con. You couldn't do this at like a big like corporate one, or even like larger. I'm thinking like probably Anthrocon would be way too big for this.
Yeah,
because all that shit would get stolen.
Is that the reason?
It would get.
I mean, isn't that why people like you get staff?
I mean, that's the reason that we're around. But it was a really chill environment where, like, we were basically just making sure nobody like spilled fucking soda on it or some shit, or you know what I mean? Like that everybody played nice, and that if the game didn't work, we'd switch it out for a different game with it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you have Sonic 3? Oh yeah, hold on. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, so we just killed everything on the base, and then we realized, oh, there's some underneath us.
It would be a lot more stressful to do that for larger events.
The hatcher is located directly below the base. Take that thing out with your R-wing. Get to it.
For larger events, you'd probably just have a couple kiosks with like attendants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. You get to. Oh. Is this like the anti-Spiral homeworld? Like they converted their entire planet into like fucking robot shit?
No,
Not quite.
I understand what you're getting at, but no, not quite.
Oh, this is rad.
Sorry, Fox.
I love how they apologize for sucking ass. These guys, they really do get up on your butt. Yeah. These are big hatchers. Like, you realize, like, these are the... Like, you look at how big they are, like... Because you know how big the normal ones are. Like, this is the R-Wing, like...
Right. These are big fucking... These are like hatchers that like make hatchers.
No, these are like, I think probably for like the starships
like
that we see and stuff, yeah.
You get shot down there and your streak's over.
I just don't care about getting hit. Alright, Slippy. Save both Falcon and Slippy here. Come on, give me the fucking... There we go.
Because I suck at flying in any game. When I was doing like the kiosk part, like the tank level
For,
in
for
Best
this?
Buy,
Yeah.
I had the hardest possible time saving the people up there.
Oh yeah, no, if it's your first time playing the game, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
Alright, one more to go. Like I said, longest mission, the next one, not so much. Next one's last mission, so it's not short, but it's not long either. Where is this thing? That's right there. Boom, we're done. That's mission 9.
Hell yeah.
Time for mission 10. Time to finish the game. Hope you guys are enjoying these slightly longer episodes. Well, in this case, probably significantly longer episodes.
I'm having fun. I hope you are.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a 25-minute mission. You know?
Everyone's safe. Time to
Yeah.
invade the enemy
I mean, we can cut it here if you want.
Do you know how long the last level is? Do you think we should do another one, or should we just have an extended one here?
Yeah, we'll cut it here.
All right.
We'll make the finale its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good plan. Good plan.
Yeah, there's a couple cutscenes and stuff, so
And
yeah.
then maybe some like after talk. You know.
Yeah, a little bit.
All
So, yeah, final mission, next episode.
Thanks for watching. See you next
Peace.
time on Real Degen
Yeah,
Hours.
like, comment, subscribe, the usuals.
Oh yeah.